Hi, welcome to Female Fridays. Thanks for joining me. Our meditation tonight is, oh my gosh, I just had a mind melt. Our meditation is on the emotional body. Almost didn't remember. And the reason I waited so long to start talking is because last week when I was videotaping for Seek and You Will Find, the camera never adjusted. So it's a horrible video replay. So if I don't let the camera adjust in the first few moments, then it never really sharpens. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me just sitting there looking like I'm just hanging out before I say hello to you. So that is why. Anyway, I'm glad you made it. And I wanted to talk to you about the meditation tonight on the emotional body. The emotional body to me is like more of like a concept of the body of all your emotions. And that was what I originally thought we would do a meditation on. But the more I've thought about it, the more I like the idea of doing a meditation on getting the emotions out of the body, like the physical body. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a meditation where I walk you through different parts of the body and different organs. And we're actually going to look and ground them and clear them of whatever emotions have been stuck in them. So that's how I want to work the meditation tonight. And let's see if there was anything else I needed to tell you. We'll do our female grounding and then get to the meditation. So let's go ahead and get started. You can go ahead and close your eyes and plant your feet flat on the ground, hips distance apart. We're going to start by creating a new grounding cord at the base of the spine and dropping that to the center of the planet and anchoring it in. And with your eyes closed, start to find the center of your head, that point behind your eyes, kind of about an inch above both of your ears, but behind your eyes. And then you want to bring your crown chakra up to the vibration of gold. So you can imagine painting a gold in that crown chakra on top of your head in a clockwise motion. And then let's go ahead and pull the edge of our aura in so that it's nice and tight around our body. We don't have to have it spread to the edge of our homes. So go ahead and start to reel the edge of your aura in to about 2 feet from your body. And then imagine that you're taking the bottom edge of your aura and you're tucking it in underneath your feet into your grounding cord. Good. Now you're set up. Let's go ahead and release some energies from the week. Go ahead and let go of any exhaustion or fatigue energy that you have from the week. Let that go down your grounding cord. And how about all the people that talked to you this week, whether they were workers, friends, family, all of the noise and the energy that you hear in your head? Let's go ahead and release that. And you can say hello to those telepathic channels in your head. They go behind the eyes, they're around the ears, down the throat. And say hello to all of those channels and start to allow any energy that's clogged in them to release. Good. Now, if you know how to run energy, you want to have your energy running in your back channels and drawing it from the cosmos, bringing it down to that first chakra. And then bring up some earth energy in your leg channels. And don't forget to draw it up from really deep, far down below. Bring it right up through the bottom of your foot chakras. Let that energy flow up your leg channels and dump into your first chakra. And then those front channels go from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Go ahead and take that energy and move it up the front channels. And branch some of it out at your throat chakra so that you can clean out the channels in your arms. We call them the creative channels. And then the energy coming up your your front channel just squirts right out the top of your head like a whale spout. Good. Very good. Now what we're going to do is our female grounding. So go ahead and create a tube or whatever kind of grounding cord you want to underneath your uterus, and let that grounding cord drop into your main grounding cord. Then go ahead and ground each of the ovaries into that uterine grounding cord. And then your sciatic nerves on your backside, go ahead and ground each of those into that uterine grounding cord. Good. Now we're going to create a separate grounding cord for our female creative energy, which gets generated out in front of our abdomen. So right out in front of your abdomen, create another tube and start to ground that female creative energy. And I'll tell you the reason why we want to ground the female creative energy. Programmed to be used for things other than what we want to use it for. If we don't ground it and other people can get their energy in it, they can put their problems in it, they can put their mock-ups in it for us to create for them. So that's why it's really important to ground that female creative energy. Good. All right. We'll go ahead and start working on our emotional body, or I should say the body of emotions tonight. That's what we're really working on, your body of emotions. And there's two ways to work this. You can work it using a symbol. You can use the symbol of a rose out in front of you on your white movie screen and just use one rose for the whole meditation as the emotional body. Or you can go through it as I walk you through the different body parts, and each body part put a grounding cord on it and look at them individually. So it's really, it's up to you. Whatever is the best way that works for you, that will show you the most about the energy that you're releasing. Because it's helpful to see what kinds of emotions are coming out of each of the organs, I find. And I'll tell you the reason why I wanted to do it this way is a couple of years ago, actually many years ago, I did a class in El Segundo, and it was on organs, internal organs. And what we found was that each of the organs have their own personalities, their own emotions. And this was really revelatory for me. And so it made me see that how much of our emotions are stuck in the body. So we're going to start tonight. Our first body part that we're going to ground as part of the emotional body is our brain. So you can put that rose out there for your emotional body, or you could put a picture of your brain out on your screen and put a grounding cord underneath it with the postulate that we are grounding emotions out of the brain. You might start by looking to see what emotional state your brain is in right now in present time. Is it happy, sad, overworked, under pressure, resistant? And then take a look at what kind of emotions might be stuck in your brain. Say hello to any foreign colors or dark energy in the brain and go ahead and release that. Good. Just as a side note, I see a lot of expectations in everyone's brain, and you might want to say hello to that energy and ground it. I don't think that's really an emotion, but I see that there's a lot of that in the brains. Okay. The next part of the body we're going to ground emotions out of are our eyes. Go ahead and put a grounding cord under each of your eyes. Say hello to them and say hello to any emotions that are stuck in them. If you've ever heard that expression, looking at something through rose-colored glasses, that expression is really talking about looking at something through one picture and where you get stuck on one picture. And so everything you look at is seen through this one picture. And that's what we're looking for, are pictures of emotions that you get stuck looking through. Now, behind the eyes, you have optic nerves, and they actually store a lot of emotional pain. So we're going to also put a grounding cord on the optic nerve to each eyeball. And if when you look at the optic nerve behind the eyeball, you see anything that looks like little red tornadoes, those are pain pictures, and you can go ahead and clear those. Okay, good. Now we're going to go ahead and say hello to the nose and put a grounding cord on the nose and ground out any emotions. With all the different scents, aroma you smell, what emotions are stuck in that nose of yours? And then go ahead and after you've grounded that, move to your mouth and say hello to your mouth. Ground that. And say hello to any emotions stuck in your mouth. And remember, tonight we're working on the body. So we're not working on the fifth chakra, which is where you might think we'd be working, but we're actually working on the mouth. You may find the mouth to be a very emotionally charged part of your body. So just go ahead and ground it. And then, we should probably be filling these in with gold. So when you're done grounding your mouth, go ahead and bring a gold sun into it. Okay, let's go ahead and ground the head as a whole and say hello to any emotions that are stuck in your head. And after you've finished grounding your head, go ahead and fill it in with a gold sun. And let's go down to the chest. Say hello to your chest area and put a big grounding cord underneath it. Sometimes if you just listen, you can hear the most dominant emotion if you'll just listen to the symbol that you're looking at or looking at the picture. And then while we're working in the chest area, go ahead and say hello to your heart and put a grounding cord on your heart and say hello to the emotions in your heart. What emotional state is your heart in right now, tonight? And then what emotions are stuck in it that you can say hello to and release? And then from the heart, we're going to go to another organ, the kidneys. Say hello to the kidneys, ground each of them, and take a look at what kind of emotional state your kidneys are in. And what kind of emotions get stuck in your kidneys? And then go ahead and create gold suns and fill your kidneys in with gold. And we're going to take a look at your stomach. Ground that. And what is the emotional state of your stomach right now? And are there any stuck emotions in it? And after you've grounded that, go ahead and fill it in with a gold sun. And let's go ahead and ground the abdomen. For spirits in female bodies, that encompasses a lot. So go ahead and say hello to your abdomen and all of your female organs, and let's ground those. And let's take a look at the ovaries. Let's take a look at your left ovary first. Say hello to it and take a look at what emotional state that ovary is in. If you no longer have an ovary, go ahead and put a rose up for that ovary because you'll still be able to read what the energy is in that space. And is there anything your left ovary wants from you? Go ahead and create a great big gold sun and fill in your left ovary, and then take a look at your right ovary and look for what emotional state that is in right now. And notice if it's different than your left ovary. And just talking to your ovaries, you'll usually be able to find one's dominant over the other one. And then when you're finished clearing the emotions from your right ovary, go ahead and create a gold sun and fill that ovary in. And let's go ahead and ground the legs. And you know what? Let's break the legs into two parts. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right leg first and the emotional, I can't say it, the emotional state of the right leg. And go ahead and release any stuck emotions in that leg. And I would say hello to the knees while you're working on the legs, and look to see if there's any emotion stuck in the knee in the right leg. Then go ahead and fill that right leg and knee up with gold, and say hello to your left leg and knee and start to ground them. And again, look to see if the emotions in the knee are different than the emotions in the leg, and just ground whatever is stuck. And then go ahead and fill that in with gold. And then the next thing is we're going to say hello to the feet. So let's start with the right foot. Take a look at what emotional state your right foot is in right now, and then look at what kind of emotions are stuck in it. And then fill that foot in with gold, and take a look at your left foot and what is that emotional state right now and what emotions are stuck in it. Okay, fill that in with gold, and we're going to circle back around to the arms and the hands. So go ahead and say hello to your right arm, ground it, and say hello to its emotional state. And then look, excuse me, look to see if there's any stuck energy in there, and go ahead and release that. And then ground your right hand and really take a look at what are the emotions in that right hand. Okay, go ahead and fill the arm and the hand in with gold, and then go to the left arm and ground that. And then say hello to your left hand and what its emotional state is and what's stuck in it. All right. Go ahead and fill your left arm and left hand in with gold. And then let's go ahead and create one symbol for the emotional body. Say hello to it and ground it. You can use a bubble or a rose, and just let the whole concept of the emotional body go into that symbol. And we're going to put a grounding cord on it. And go ahead and clear out any low-level energies, dark colors. And then go ahead and start to bring some gold into that symbol. And then go ahead and blow up that symbol. You can take a stick of dynamite, blow it up, and put the rose in a bubble and pop it, but we want to disperse all of that energy. And then just go ahead and say hello to your own grounding cord. Say hello to your entire body. Let's create a great big gold sun above your head and start to call back your emotional energy from wherever you've left it outside of your body, and call that back into the gold sun above your head. And bring that sun right in through the top of your head and let it fill you up. If you have enough emotional energy coming back to you that you need a second sun, that's fine. Just keep filling yourself in with your energy. All right, when you're all done, you can open your eyes and come on out of trance. Good job. I'm going to close out that meditation. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this meditation be complete. Amen. All right, good job. Let's see what's coming up. Next Thursday, I'll be back in Orange County, and it will be our Women's Intuition class, which will be on how to set the energy of a room. And we're going to be working on our bedrooms and learning how to do like a house healing using our bedrooms so that we can get that room set up really nicely for ourselves. So that's next Thursday. And I don't have my calendar. Just give me 1 second here. Sorry about this. So actually before then, on next Tuesday, we have a soul support healing that is the protection rose. And so that's next Tuesday. Those of you that are in the soul support membership, we're going to get a healing on your ability to protect yourself. So that's what's coming up. And I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing you either Tuesday or Thursday of next week, and have a wonderful evening. I got my eyes on you. Enjoy the rest of your night tonight. Thanks for joining me.